then I will go and submit your diary to a publishing company that I know. Yes, the story is good enough to be published.
No! No! Don't take my diary anywhere! Oh, you want to ridicule me?
Build up appropriate, relevant mannerism for your character. Of course, in agreement and in discussion with your director. Build up a trait, a habit, a mannerism that is relevant to your character. When we're shooting What About Me, the lead character, Boradole, came to me and did a face to me and said, this is the face I want to carry through this film to the last bit, that he will now be happy, and this is the face. And it was beautiful. I was so blown, you know, and that's it. He looked at it and said, okay, this is how I am going to be through this film. One other person or two other people that I've observed in their films is Richard Mofedamijo. If you watch his films, you will discover that many of his characters, he will bring out a mannerism that will be relevant. It's the key word, understand? Be relevant to your character. Will be relevant. He will always bring up a mannerism. The same thing with Denzel Washington. He will always do something that will be relevant to the character, a mannerism, a habit that is appropriate. If you're taking a character, identify the journey of that character through the message. Identify the journey of the character through the message. What is his journey? Was he at his time facing a tragedy? Was he at a time happy? Was he younger? Identify the journey. Was he a believer at a time and he backslided? Identify the journey of that character through the message, or like we say, through the story. And then as you identify, you get into the thinking process of that character. How would he think? How, in all of these things, I'm not talking about the lines yet. How will that character think? I'm not also focusing on the actions. It is his thinking that will determine his action. Get into the thinking process. How will the person like this behave? Now, this kind of thing is always very, very prominent when you act in series, when you act in series or serials. By after a while, even the audience can predict what a character will do. In other words, they already know the way he thinks. They already know how he does his things. Get into the thinking process of the character. And then that leads me to the other point that says focus and identify your character's objectives, goals, and intentions. Not necessarily the actions yet. Why does he want to slap that person? What is he trying to achieve? All right? Don't forget, we're saying you are telling a story. There will always be a reason behind something. That reason could be a subtext, what is called a subtext. It's not said, but it's there underneath. It's not pronounced, but it is there. It's going to affect the action. It is going to determine the action. Let me stop here. All right, I can't possibly exhaust issues about acting, or actors as storytellers. But let me stop here. Next time, we'll be talking about directors as storytellers. Directors as storytellers. Again, I will not stop asking you to subscribe to my channel, and please share this and let Christian filmmakers particularly be blessed. God bless you. Keep doing great for the King of Kings. See you next time.